Hello and welcome back to Football Manager, and we have now made it to the final game of the season, and quite possibly my final game in charge at Halifax, because I don't see the board offer me a new deal. So in preparation for that, I have applied for a number of jobs, namely League 2 positions, although Southend would be National League next season, as well as Preston as well, because I thought, since they got relegated to the League One, I'll give it a go, sort of thing. I've applied for those positions just in case I don't get an opportunity again at Halifax. I'm not expecting to get one, to be honest with you. We could still get playoffs, of course. We're only a point behind Hartlepool, but Hartlepool and Barnet are both playing teams far below them in the league. I mean, Bromley are playing Barnet and Eastleigh are playing Hartlepool. So it's unlikely, because we're also playing Chesterfield, a team who still could finish top if they were to beat us sufficiently. Another problem I've noticed as well is the finance of the club are nosediving. And I think they're nosediving beyond repair at this point. So even if I did stay for another season, they'd probably be bought out by another owner, and I'd be kicked out by them in a sort of revamp of the club. So I don't think I'd be able to remain on regardless. So I think even if they did offer me a new contract, I'd probably turn it down. But we'll go with Chesterfield today, of course. And what I'm actually going to be doing is, after this match, we'll be looking at the season review on, the 10th, I believe. The 10th would be Thursday, I believe. You can clearly see I've prepared this. Hang on a moment. It won't take long, I promise. Alright, so that's May. Going all the way back to December to find out whether or not the 10th is a Thursday or not. I mean, it's probably going to be a Thursday, because I'm pretty sure the 7th is a Monday, and I'm pretty sure Saturday is the 12th, because there's a football match on that day where fans could attend. Right. So I joined just shy of King's Lynn there, and this is December, so December 10th is Thursday. There we are, told him a bit long. I don't believe I made any changes to the side, I don't think. No, I haven't. We're going to keep the same side in this game that we played in against Altrincham with, because I think it is a very strong side, and given the rest of the team, it's probably our best side as well. Admittedly, Guevara could do with the rest, but given this is the last game of the season, probably not that big of a problem, I don't think. So, we should be fine. So let's go forward into today's game, and we'll try and end on high against Chesterfield, a team who, as mentioned before, could still finish top if a result went their way and they were to get a good enough result in this match. So, for today's game, we have Matt Jones in goal, Tyler Magloire as acting captain at right back, Jack Hobbs and Niall Meyer in defence, with Tom Bradbury at left back. Willem Tomlinson and Jack Earing are in the centre of midfield, with Oddy Alpha, Paris Magoma and Guevara acting as the attacking midfielders behind George Miller. On the bench today we have Nathan Clark, Jamie Allen, Zumana Bakayogo, Ruben Reid, Luke Summerfield. Whilst Chesterfield have manager Dale Brooks, goalkeeper Carl Leathern, Jordan Cropper, Lawrence Maguire, Tyler Denton, Tivonge Rushresha, apologies, I have no idea how to pronounce that name, Joe Rowley, Liam Mandeville, Dion McGee, Luke Brennan, Tristan Adam and Abrams, and Captain Will Evans. Whilst on the bench they have Milan Butterfield, who I recognise the name of, Luke Coddington, Jay Williams, Tom Denton and Levan Brandy. Another name of. Whilst referee is Paul Rees. So let's pump fists and say, let's put on a worthy display for the fans. Because we are at home in front of around about 3,000 odd fans, according to the previous screen. So it would be nice to get a good win a good win against promotion chasers in Chesterfield. But as just proven there, Barnet have now gone 1-0 up against Bromley, which effectively means we are out of the running for promotion and for playoffs, and as so has Hartlepool. But according to that, Hartlepool's just been equalised against, so that's good. Eastleigh are doing us a favour, of course. Hobbs now with a free kick, played over the top, looking for, I'm assuming, Guevara, but it was a very poor ball, and the ball ends up with Chesterfield. Brennan now with the ball, plays it over the top, looking for Abrams, but it's a very poor ball, and it's picked up by Matt Jones. Jones with the ball, long kick forward, searching for Magoma, does find him now. Guevara plays the ball all the way back to Bradbury now, but looking over the top for Miller, and does find him. Guevara into the box for Magoma, but his header is put wide. Very good movement work from Halifax there today, but unluckily did not end in a goal. As I mentioned, Eastleigh have equalised against Hartlepool, of course, and in theory, of course, if that was to happen in the Bromley game with Barnet as well, we could still get playoffs, but we need them not to win. The impronounceable player, now to Mandeville, back to the impronounceable player, forward to McGee, and I'm not sure what happened there, but back to the impronounceable player again, now to Cropper, in the middle for Abrams, in the middle to Rooney, I think that was, and 1-0 Chesterfield. Luke Brennan getting in behind the back line way too easily, and that's not Rooney, that's Rowley. I read the team sheet. Why do I think there was a player called Rooney on the team? But terrible defensive work from the team, and absolutely atrocious goalkeeping work from Matt Jones as well. Should have gone to the ball, should have been able to block it, but he did not. And they're showing it a third time, I'm assuming, for offside, but clearly not offside, as being played on by Magloire. And at half time, we go in 1-0 down. And I think at this point, we know full well that we are not going up into the playoff places. I'm going to make one change, being Guevara off for Jamie Allen, because he's on a yellow card, we don't want him getting sent off. And he'll play as an inverted winger. With Magloire, he's playing alright, and I think I could risk keeping him on, but Guevara's not playing all that well. Got a yellow card, he does need to come off, I think. So let's now start the second half and hope to get something back in this match. But of course, knowing the fact that that's unlikely, we're going with a corner kick swung in, and I will be made to eat my words once again by Football Manager. Very common thing to happen in the last game, and it's now very common in this game as well. Willem Tomlinson making me eat my words with a brilliant header from very close range, assisted by George Miller, of course, the current team's top goal scorer with 16 goals to his name. And Halifax 1, Chesterfield 1. Now, another goal for us would only put us on 70 points, meaning that even though Eastleigh are beating Hartlepool, Barnet are still beating Bromley. Brennan crossed the ball in, headed away by Mayer. Now to Allen. Allen looking forward, now gets held up by the defenders. Back to Bradbury over the top looking for Miller. Touched it down to Allen. Allen forward to Miller again, at the edge of the box, shoots, but it's just over. And Chesterfield have got away with another opportunity there. And Barnet have now doubled their lead against Bromley, meaning that even a win today would not see us in the playoff places. And that is a big kick in the teeth, knowing that if we had just beaten Altrincham, the team has just now come out of the relegation zone. Magoma swings another ball in, and Jack Earing, with his third of the season as well, makes it 2-1 Halifax. This is even worse to know that now, we could have gone the playoff places if we had just got an extra goal against Altrincham, the team that have got out of the relegation places currently. Because if you take away a point from that, they would still be on 41 points and still be out of the playoff places, but we would be 2 points better off and in the playoff places. I said playoff places, not relegation, didn't I? Yeah, I thought so. Ball forward from Chesterfield, but it's a poor one, and Magoma picks up a headed ball forward. Now Allen plays it back to Earing, the goal scorer. Earing now looking back finds Bradbury. Bradbury over the top looking for no one by the looks of things, and the ball's headed out to Brandy. Brandy is tackled very well by Earring, and Bradbury picks up the ball to play it to Mayer. Over the top looking for Miller. Miller touches it down and looks to go on a run to the edge of the box. Crosses it in to Alpha, who shoots twice and scores. Oddie Alpha makes it 3-1 Halifax. And I'm pretty sure the Halifax team know that they needed to win today to get the playoff places. But I don't think they know yet that even if they won, it wouldn't be enough. Oddie Alpha with a brilliantly struck effort into the crossbar, bouncing down into the goal. Halifax 3, Chesterfield 1. And being only a point behind Barnet is incredibly frustrating. But I've also just noticed that Yeovil, if they had lost, could have actually dropped down if we had scored enough goals, but we wouldn't have been able to score enough goals, let's put it that way. And unfortunately, Halifax Town, despite a very dominant performance in terms of consistency of shots and the ability to score a goal, we were not capable of getting into those playoff places. But I'm going to say they've done brilliantly to come back and win that, because being 1-0 down at half time, coming back and getting 3 goals in the second half, it's very impressive. Only one change as well, because I forgot to make any other changes, mainly. But yeah, it's very unfortunate that. But Chesterfield obviously don't become champions, because Notts County drew with Wealdstone. I think that's how you pronounce it, Wealdstone, something like that. And yeah, Dom Tier playing another good game there. But I think that's probably my last ever game in charge of Halifax Town. I've probably left it with good foundations in terms of players to go on and, do better next season. Financially, the club's in a bit of disarray, but of course I can't really do much about that. So, according to this, we gained another 40 odd grand from that match, which probably just from gate receipts, but I don't know. Either way, we did well enough to come back from bottom of the league at December to going 8th in the league. Because if you think about it, before I joined, they hadn't won a single match. They hadn't won a single match before I joined. And they've won 19 since. So if you take that into account, there'll probably be maybe 4 or 5 more wins in there. That would be another 12 or 15 points. We would probably have won the league, to be fair, with the form that we had. Let's have a quick look at something actually quickly. League table, second half of the season. We won the league in the second half of the season. And in the first half, we were 8th. No, not 8th. We were here. But because of how well Notts County did at the start of the season, we didn't have much against them in the second half. We couldn't claw back those points that we needed, because we only scored 24 points in the first half of the season, all 6 wins of which came under me. So, yeah, it's very unfortunate. But, yeah, can't really do much against that. Home record, iffy. Away record, slightly better, I must admit. But, yeah, last 5 games we'd have finished second place. But, unfortunately, that's not how the league works. So, until tomorrow, when you'll get the season review video and a look over this season in a whole, as well as probably a goodbye to Halifax video, as we look over what I'm going to be letting them have for next season, as well as any possible opportunity of getting a new managerial position somewhere else, will be at the 5 o'clock video for that day, and obviously the 3 o'clock video will be the season review. So, until next time, I bid you adieu. Goodbye.